What is the guarantee that the data reflects reality?
The reality is the same reality that we dealt with in this country before free senior high school. Nothing has changed. What has changed is the inputs. Because if you look at the different things
Where did
that
you
have
find
been
the
done.
additional teachers from?
Oh, we hide them. We had graduate teachers. Second year free senior high school, and we hide additional graduate teachers in this country.
People who have not been trained to be teachers.
No, they've trained. You see, the interesting thing going on in this country is that, graduate teachers are not placed automatically.
Who are graduate teachers? We need to
Graduate teachers, those who do a bachelor's degree and they focus on specific subject areas like geography, education, like...
So those who study education as well?
Yes.
But that has to be done at Winneba or KVAS?
Winneba or KVAS and now Tech.
So people from Legon cannot be called graduate teachers?
They are graduate teachers, but they are not professional graduate teachers.
Okay, so some of those people also got recruited.
Non-professional. But actually, there are so many graduate professional teachers, so you don't even have to worry about recruiting.
But what were they doing before? Why did you need to recruit them? I don't understand it. Were they already within the service?
No, they've graduated.
What were they doing?
You've graduated from Winneba.
Yeah.
You did Bachelor of Education in Fexus. Mm-hmm. You've not been automatically placed because you are not automatically placed when you go to Winneba and do education.
Oh, I see.
Well,
unlike one who went to a training college.
That is it.
He's automatically placed.
Yes.
So from a Kropon training college, I am going to Infanteman.
Yes. No. You see, they don't do the single subject. Mm-hmm. If you are doing any training at a Kropon, you may be doing junior high school education, you are specializing in 2 subjects for junior high school, or if you are doing primary education, you are studying every subject. So that is what in other jurisdictions they call the multiple subject. So they are trained for primary and junior high schools. Those who go to Winneba and go to Cape Coast, they are trained for the high schools because they are specializing in a single subject. They may do home economics education. They may do physics education, biology education.
And it is them that are not automatically placed.
They are not automatically placed, and there are a number of them looking for jobs.
So they were in town?
Of course. They are still in town.
I don't understand. Why government didn't want to employ them?
No, because you employ for space availability.
There was no availability.
Of course. So if I go to Presec,
because Presec needed 1 maths teacher, and he was there.
That is it. And if I need more teachers at Presec, it will be maybe about 5 for a certain subject. So how do I put you there when there's no opening? So you don't automatically. It's just like as people who graduate as engineers. ECG don't say because you graduate as an engineer, hey, come. Even though I not need people. So companies hire based on availability in terms of space. And same thing applies to those who do preparation for secondary education teaching.
So you hired all of these people?
Of course. We hired them.
And you were able to pay them?
Of course. I mean, let me tell you this. Maybe you are surprised. This president, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is super determined to change education and not education as an end in itself. So that you position the education system to change the socioeconomic fortunes of your country. That is something we as a nation have not really looked at. We've done education. When I say education, I'm talking about my child, my nephew. And I say, I want my nephew to go to Wesley Girls. Great. Oh, I want this person to go here. I want this person to go there. Everybody is struggling to see that their children get the best of education. Great. What does that education do for the country? So we are looking at education at the macro level, not micro personal level. And when you look at education at the macro level, that is when you are looking at how can I use education to change my country. And that is where you have to look at access. Am I giving opportunity for more people to go, for everyone to go? Why is that important at the macro level? The important at the macro level because talent is everywhere in the zongos, in the rural areas. We have children who are gifted and talented. It's just like I always say, creating a football team between 2 towns. One has 20 people who are eligible to form the team. Another one has 200. All things being equal, the village with 200 people will have a better team than the village with 20 people. So in Ghana, if you restrict secondary education and say that it should just be the preserve of those who can afford to pay, you've left out the talent of that boy in Sapsugu, talented boy whose parents cannot afford. That boy at Enchi, that boy at Robonso, whose parents cannot afford to pay,
but who may be talented.
The nation loses that talent.
Oh, I get it.
So that is where education issues should not be discussed within the context of, I can pay for my son. No, we are looking at how can we harness all the talent that we have so that we can change the fortunes of this country.
Okay, but if you can pay for your son, why shouldn't we allow you to pay?
You see, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. Mm-hmm. If you have this conversation with your friend, mm-hmm. ask him, if your son is placed by the computers, right, the CPSS system, if your son is placed, and they are placed at Jache Pramso, would you pay?
No.
That is where the thing is. So all those who are talking about a lot to pay, tell them.
Yeah, but
it's going to be a fair.
My son will be placed. I would like him to be placed in Achimota.
That is the point.
Yeah.
So people are asking for fee paying. They want to buy the Achimota spaces.
Oh no, I'll let him go through the placement system. And when he's placed in Achimota.
No, if he's not placed in Achimota, would you pay?
He has to get 8 ones. He should be able to get 8 ones.
No, people get 6 ones and daughter. I'm just asking you. You have a daughter.
No. To be honest, you have a daughter. To be honest, I don't want to Jache Pramso.
Yes. So that is the point. Everybody that you talk to, ask them. All those who are saying, let us pay. So
what's the point you are making, Minister?
The point I'm making is that people who are saying let us pay, they want to pay to take the spaces at Achimota. Now when you go to Achimota, the village kids are coming. The village kids are coming to Achimota.
And we don't like that. Some people don't like that.
30% of that are coming. You go to Wesley Gate. There's a friend of mine who went to Wesley Gate PTA meeting, and he came back and he said, when I went to Wesley Gate, there was a lot of parking spaces. I easily found parking. And I said, 30% of them, they took trotro to come to the PTA meeting. That's why you found parking everywhere. Now but
that's instructive, because when my younger sister was at Wesley Girls, I used to go and visit her. You have to be sure you are getting there at 11. Otherwise, there's no parking.
Yes.
Oh, now there's parking?
Oh, now there's...
Where's everybody going to?
The 30% came with trotro to the PTA meeting. The poor is also there.
And they don't have a car.
You see,
so where are all the well-to-dos? Have they left Wesley Girls?
No, they haven't.
Where are the cars?
No, let me tell you. Because if you have a cohort of 1,000 students who are there at a time, you are not going to get all of them coming with cars. 30% will not come with a car because they're also there. Right?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, they couldn't come there. You have people who were natives of Cape Coast, couldn't go to Mfansipim, couldn't go to Edisadel, couldn't go to all these top schools. One, they are from there, but they did not qualify to go there.